Be tipping off a half hour later than this one here, but we are expecting a good one. And this arena has got some Pinar Karsiyaka fans. Of course, the team from Izmir, Turkey, they have got a passionate fan following, and also have fans, no doubt, that live abroad and are showing up tonight to support their team. Bonn, though, high hopes for having a strong season. They need to get off the snide tonight. So here you are looking at Group B, Reggio Emilia and Pinar Karsiyaka up at the top at 1-0, and Ike and Telekom Bonn at 0-1. Of course, you need to win it, the group, to go straight to the round of 16. Otherwise, you finish second or third, you can get into the play-in for the round of 16. And Pinar Karsiyaka know how difficult that is, because last year they ended up playing eventual champions Lenovo Tenerife and did not advance. So you don't want to finish fourth, because then you have no chance of moving on to the round of 16. Here's
No
Sadija.
Pinar team has ever won a BCL game in Germany. How are you going to change that today?
Will be a tough game for sure. I mean, both sides. We have to stay focused and stay strong 40 minutes. They are a very good team, and they like to play with tempo. They like to use so many times transition and fast break offense. They are very effective in these parts. We have to stop them. If we do this, we can take control of the game, and we will win.
How do you stop TJ Shorts?
I can talk about just one player. Also, I can say you.
Well, all you have to do to read into that is if they get out and do what they want to do, they execute, they believe they're going to win this game. Pinar Karsiyaka with Jalen Brown, Skylar Flatten, Eric McCollum, Ali Barish, Berkan Durmash, Thomas Akyazili, Dennis Kilichli, Mendogas Kuzminskas, Angel Delgado, the Dominican Republic International, Vito Brown, Merrick Jelip, and Kenan Sipahi, the Turkey international who has played for Sadija on numerous occasions, and now he is back playing for him at Karsiyaka.
Second BCL game of the season. You had an interesting week of practice because you had some issues. Some players were missing the practice. Tell us something about that.
Yes, actually it wasn't a full week. We were in a pretty short preparation right here. We had some flu in the team for the last couple of weeks and some injuries, but turns out only one player is missing today. So we're in a good situation. It's a little bit of a challenge, but that's what we are made for.
After the first BCL game, you said we can build on this game, and you won 2 games in BBL in the league. What is it you can build on today?
Well, for sure, the energy is a key for us, and to get the home crowd also behind us. Today's game will be a battle of 2 different styles. We have a deep bench that we use also. They play with a lot of individual quality, very clear hierarchy and structure in the team, but the rotation is short, and they for sure want to slow it down. And I think this will be the big thing, that which team can play more with their own identity.
Thank you.
Great insight into the game from both coaches. Of course, TJ Shorts has a lot of the attention because of the way he has started this season. Tyson Ward, Jonas Falkenstein, Sebastian Herrera, Karsten Tada, Colin Malcolm, Jeremy Morgan, all the way down. You talk about a deep team. Well, it all starts up at the top with that man right there, the point guard, Mr. Excitement, and he will try to put his team on his back and get them to the finish line tonight, but it is going to be tough against Pinar Karsiyaka. Anybody that watches Pinar Karsiyaka play and has played in the Basketball Champions League over the years, as well as in Turkey, knows this is a team that is built to win and expects to win and expects to challenge for titles. But again, as Coach Isolo said, this is a Bonn team. His team can certainly come out and compete, and they will be ready. They have the 6th man, the Bonn fans, some of the best in Germany, and they will be roaring them on here tonight in the Telekom Dome. So the players being introduced and to the crowd tonight. And I'll just go ahead and tell you that, again, last week, Bonn falling in their first game to Reggio Emilia, Una Hotels Reggio Emilia, 88-84. Meanwhile, Ike weren't up to it. They battled the former champions of the Basketball Champions League, but they fell to Pinar Karsiyaka. So you've got an 0-1 Bonn in the Basketball Champions League going up against a 1-0 Pinar Karsiyaka. Bonn have lost their last 4 games, if you can believe it, in the Basketball Champions League. But of course, that does not include all of that this season. And many people would say that is irrelevant because the only thing that matters right now is the team that is on the court. But in terms of history, you want to come out and snap that losing streak. 3 of the last 5 BCL games have seen the team trailing at halftime and managing to win the game. So they did score 17 points on the break, and that was something that Sarıca alluded to last week. That's tied for the most in the Basketball Champions League on game day 1. So they do like to get out and run. And you look at TJ Shorts and you look at Finn Delaney, the New Zealand international, and you know this is a team that will get out and hurt you if they're allowed to get out and run. TJ Shorts had 26 points and 8 assists against Una Hotels Reggio Emilia, and became only the second Bonn player to have 25-plus points and 5-plus assists in a game after Joshua Mayo, who had 26 and 6 back in 2018. That was against Umana Riot Venezia a long time ago. Karsiyaka's Eric McCollum, meanwhile, scored 29 points on his BCL debut, so you want to keep an eye out on him. He has only 2 players have scored more than 25 in their first 2 games in league history. In fact, Keith Langford and Malcolm Hill. So that is elite company when you talk about the scoring exploits of McCallum. There's Finn Delaney, still sporting the mustache, the tall black, and coming out and high-fiving, and these 2 teams will meet at mid-court. And they will exchange some pleasantries before they trade blows, and what promises to be a very, very interesting game of the week. Referees for tonight: Adamir Zarapovic in the middle from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Luis Castillo from Spain on the left, and Nicolas Maistre from France on the right. And we talked about these 2 players. You've got Shorts on the right and McCollum on the left. And those 2 guys, as we've talked about, have already come out and shown signs of being statistical giants in this competition. Of course, the key, the challenge for them is going to be to help that translate to wins for their teams. TJ Shorts the second. Has the dyed hair, and McCollum, meanwhile, has that silky smooth jumper, and it's going to be fun to see him get into the flow of the game tonight in hostile territory. Pinar Karsiyaka getting ready to get it on here in Bonn with Telekom Bonn, and in a very important game for these 2 teams. And again, remember, as you look at Pinar Karsiyaka, Jalen Brown, Mendogas Kuzminskas, Angel Delgado, Vito Brown, and Kanan Sipahi. So Kuzminskas, one of the leading players in Lithuania's national team, played at the FIBA Eurobasket this summer. And of course, that was a big signing for Sarıca and Karsiyaka, and he is, not surprisingly, in the starting 5. And TJ Shorts, along with Karsten Tada, Jeremy Morgan, Leon Kratzer, and Finn Delaney are starting for Telekom Bonn. But as the coach said, Isolo, it's going to be a case of going deep to his bench. He's got the players, he's got faith in his players, and he's going to run them out there. And he believes that'll work to his team's advantage in terms of playing up-tempo and pressure. Bonn scored 17, as I mentioned earlier, on fast break situations in their last game. And Shorts had the big 26-8 against Reggio Emilia. Karsiyaka, meanwhile, you heard the question to Sarija beforehand. You've never won a game in Germany. How's this club going to achieve that? They're 0-3, and it's all about taking care of business, getting out, executing, and doing what they want to do. Trying to lock down and stop those fast breaks would be a good start. So Bonn winners of 2 straight in Germany, and at least they've got the confidence of that, as well as having played a really tough game in their opener against Reggio Emilia, just not able to make enough plays at the end to get the win. But they firmly believe they can do something in this competition, but any team that looks too far ahead is making a big mistake. You better look at it one game at a time. I know it's cliche, but it's true. You have to focus just on the games in front of you. And for these teams that play in Europe, the games come fast and they come often, and you just have to approach it and have that focus. Well, hello everybody, good evening and welcome to Bonn, Germany. This is the Basketball Champions League, game of the week between Telekom Bonn and Pinar Karsiyaka. TJ Shorts passes it outside. Here goes a little runner from Finn Delaney, and they get it back. And putting it up and scoring. Are they going to count it? So sloppy play as they try to push the ball up the floor. The bad interchange with Delgado, and they're not going to count that. Shorts comes out, and they will count that one. The left-handed TJ Shorts. So Jeremy Morgan was hoping they were going to count that basket, but they did not. And now Pinar Karsiyaka bring it the other way. And it goes, then back outside. 3-point shot, a little bit long. Mendogas Kuzminskis had the basketball, and his teammate ripped it out of his hands. That was Angel Delgado. There's Morgan. Shorts throws it down low to Kratzer, but he fumbles it away. And Kuzminskis, and they're going to call a charge. So taking it too deep was Brown. Shorts already had position. Good position, and another opportunity now for Telekom Bonn. Shorts for 3. Well, as good as advertised, folks. He scored the game's first 5 points. It doesn't matter how big you are, it matters how good you are, and TJ Shorts is proving to be a juggernaut already this season for Telekom Bonn. Kuzminskis from the right corner, off the back of the cup. And another miss, and another opportunity for Bonn. Tata throws it out. Now he's got it in the corner. That was Jalen Brown missing that last shot for Karsiyaka. Shorts gets in, and right at the end of the shot clock. Now he's going to get some words of wisdom from his coach. Something broke down offensively on that set. Oh no, they called the foul, in fact. So it wasn't the shot clock violation. It's TJ Shorts putting the pressure on the defense, and he goes to the line. Bends the knees and makes the first. Well, you heard the question to Ufuk Sarıca. I didn't want to talk about any individual player, but the question is, how are you going to stop TJ Shorts? And right now, he hasn't stopped him. TJ Shorts comes right out and scores the game's first 7 points. Kanan Sapahi brings it up the floor. Over to Brown. Brings it back. And down low. And twisting and turning. And then the putback attempt from Kuzminskis not there, but he is fouled on the attempt. Delgado trying to score down low. And there were plenty of bodies there for Bonn, but Kuzminskis was able to use his length, was able to get up and get his hand on the basketball before he was fouled. Oh, to make a mistake. Oh, good recovery from TJ Shorts coming from behind to block it out of bounds. So he caught Brown by surprise. Great play. Again, the quickness allows him to make that recovery, and then he just reaches up and gets the ball. Sapahi pulls up and misses. Kuzminskis catches now in the paint and kind of falling away, not able to get it to drop, and they continue to battle, and coming down with the basketball is Finn Delaney, and he is rebounding and running. Hands it off to Tata. Now it's TJ Shorts. He thought about it. Now back outside to Morgan, who penetrates, drives, leans into it, and scores. 9 straight points to start the game for Telekom Baskets Bonn, and this Karsiyaka team is reeling a little bit, and now Kanan Sapahi is called for the travel. So McCollum says, that's okay, we spotted him 9 points. Now I'm coming into the game. I'm going to bring it right back. And Sapahi being told by Sarıca, just get rid of the ball. Don't hold on to it. Those timeouts are important. Sometimes you really have to call it to stop the bleeding, because this has been a nightmare start for Pinar Karsiyaka. Shorts missing. Now ends up with the basketball again. Finn Delaney. Here comes Finn Delaney, and just a little too much. McCollum to Delgado, missing, goes for it, and the basketball corralled by Bonn. That's Herrera, who's checked into the game, number 7, then he kind of loses the handle. McCollum backing up Shorts, now hands it off, and the basket is good by Delgado. Finally, Karsiyaka, nearly 5 minutes into the game, but they finally get that first bucket. Shorts leans into one, good offensive rebound, passing back outside to Delaney, and Finn Delaney, number 70. Has that reputation for being the big dunk artist. He can also shoot it, and now coming down missing, but the offensive rebound. Bonn just standing around. Kuzminskas gets it. He puts it up too long. Now Herrera. Sebastian Herrera. Pump fake. Delaney into the corner. The three is not true. Well, Brown hands it off to McCollum. And McCollum foul. Nope. Have they called the foul on Herrera? Yes, they have, in fact. So it'll be 3 free throws coming for McCollum. So TJ Shorts gets a breather. He's played 6 minutes, and the first 6 minutes and 9 seconds. And the Bonn bench shuffling in players. Pinar Karsiyaka's fans, not sure why they're dancing right now, because unless they're dancing because they know that McCollum's getting ready to go off. They're getting beat pretty badly right now here in the early going. McCollum, though, makes the first. Second is good as well. And McCollum makes 2 of 3, so a little damage limitation there for the home team. Herrera puts it up, full meter behind the arc, and good job batting it out. Colin Malcolm. Herrera, slick pass, and there's the follow and the putback jam from Leon Kratza. Kuzminskas open and buries it. Well, that's a good sign for Pinar Karsiyaka, because once Mendogas Kuzminskas sees the ball go through the hoop, he is going to feel much better. He's going to start putting them up. Could become a problem. Here he goes. Dances across midcourt. Of course, had a spell in the NBA. Didn't go particularly well. He's back in Europe. And the bump on Karsten Tada. So we heard Bonn talking before the game about how they go deep to their bench, and we're getting a good glimpse of that right now, as because Tada was in the starting lineup, but everybody else has come off the bench. Tada picks up the personal, the veteran. He's out there with Herrera, Kratzer. Of course, Kratzer also started. And Tyson Ward. Berkan Dermash, meanwhile, is checked into the game, number 10 for Pinar Karsiyaka. And the miss, bringing it back up the floor, is Tyson Ward. A slick pass from Tyson Ward to Kratzer. He turns into the defender, and the big fella just goes up, and he's called for the travel. Nowhere to go. He's got to get rid of it. Germany has so many good players. We had a good sample of them at the FIBA Eurobasket this summer, which they hosted in Berlin. And, you know, there were a lot of good players that weren't selected in that team. They are a rising force in international basketball. Here's a three-point shot, and the ball just a little bit short, goes out of bounds from Jaylen Brown. And now he's going to come out, and Kanan Sipahi is going to replace him. Sarija getting his message across. Well, Sarıcı's had some testy moments over the years in the Basketball Champions League, but I believe him to be a really good coach. And I thought he did a great job with Turkey's national team. You can see him pacing in front of the bench. I mean, he was in line to get a rare victory against the USA at the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 in China and Shanghai. But a couple of his players missed free throws right at the end of the game and allowed the USA to force overtime, and then USA ended up winning that and really knocked Turkey off the rails. So this guy knows what he's doing. TJ Shorts has the ball inbounded to him. He brings it across midcourt, having had a good rest. Shorts looking at the defense. 5 on the shot clock. What's he going to do? He gets into the paint. He hands it off. Oh, nice quick reaction. Quick pass in the end. And he gets it down low to Zaba Bangala, who's checked into the game, number 27. Delgado. And Bangala called for the foul. Right on the baseline. That's the 4th team foul on Bonn. Look at TJ Shorts out there kind of talking to his teammates, telling him where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to be doing. He's definitely the coach on the floor as well as the point scorer, the distributor. He's doing it all for this team. Kane Sabahi, meanwhile, needs to pick it up for Pinar Karsiyaka, looking to make the inbounds pass. He does get it inside to Kuzminskis, and Kuzminskis goes right over Finn Delaney. Finn Delaney perhaps a tad fortunate not to have the foul called. There's Shorts, and Shorts hits a 3. What an opening quarter for TJ Shorts. And that leads to a timeout. And we'll go down to the bench to listen to Coach Ufuk Sarıcı discuss the TJ Shorts problem.
Okay. Now what you do? Last position. Without good, no. Before, yes. Before, when you push, he will go under.
He's not even saying it. He's going and leaving. And I don't have no space.
Okay, please don't lose the contact.
Yeah.
Now push. Hey. If they play shooting range, come over. Hadi bir tane işte bırakıyorsun. Hadi koy elini arkadan gel ya.
Guys, let's start with rebounds.
Guys, after the shot, everybody hold your man. Don't run from the face. Don't run under the basket. Box out. Hey, offense. To shake, first hit Kuz format, then swing, Eric, and you. Short roll, go slow, stay corner.
Well, this was the latest contribution from TJ Shorts. He's come out smoking hot tonight. TJ Shorts with 10 points in this first quarter. Just over a minute remaining in the opening frame, so he could end up having an even bigger first quarter. And Pinar Karsiyaka on the back foot here early in Germany. They've never had any success in Germany in terms of getting the win. They're looking to get off the snide in this game. And McCollum drives in, puts it up off the glass. Or Brown, excuse me, but there was the follow. Good job crashing the boards. Excuse me, it was McCollum who missed that shot. Well, Tyson Ward's back to the basket game. Impressive. Here he is. Gets it back outside to Delaney. Comes off the line and then goes out of bounds. Not a good play for Delaney. And another opportunity for Pinar Karsiyaka. So a chance for Karsiyaka to cut into that deficit here right at the end of the first quarter. Three-point shot off front and back of the rim. They still got a little bit of time. Here comes TJ Shorts. He launches it from midcourt. Well, I would not have been surprised if that had gone in, but in the end, it wasn't that close. Nevertheless, Telekom Basketball have to be happy where they are at the end of one quarter. They have led by as many as 10 points, and right now it's Telekom Basketball up 19-11 over Pinar Karsiyaka. Well, the shooting numbers, not surprisingly, much better for Bonn. 3 of 6 from deep, just 1 of 8 for Karsiyaka from long range. Both teams sub 50 inside the arc. Well, welcome to the TJ Shorts show. He's been doing it all. He's 2 of 2 from three-point range. Hit that one. He's also gotten to the free throw line, made a couple of those free throws, and he's also been distributing the basketball. Morgan scoring there. That was Short's lone assist, in fact. Delgado scoring his basket. And Finn Delaney, the New Zealander, hitting the three-pointer. Nice pass by Herrera, and then going in for the dunk was Leon Kratzer. And Shorts again. Kuzminska scoring after the inbounds play. And Berkan Durmash with the putback for Pinar Karsiyaka. So again, Pinar Karsiyaka winning their opening game last week over Ike, and this Bonn team falling at home to Una Hotels Reggio Emilia. So Jaylen Brown comes over to inbound the basketball. Gets it to Kanan Sipahi. Second quarter action underway. It's Brown, McCollum, Kuzminskas, Delgado, and Sipahi for Pinar Karsiyaka. Attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Kuzminskas gets it, and Delgado puts it up and in, and he is fouled on the play. Boy, that is getting something in traffic. Well, the referee saw those hands going up, swiping down. This interesting player, Delgado, one of the all-time greats at Seton Hall University. Spent some time in the NBA. He's played with his national team and is really trying to establish himself in Europe right now. He's in a good situation playing in Turkey with Pinar Karsiyaka. So it's Shorts, Tata, Morgan, Kratzer, and Delaney on the court for Bonn. The pass down low to Kratzer. He's going right at Delgado and scores with that little jump hook, left hand jump hook. Kratzer is a very imposing figure out there in that low post. Kuzminskis goes to work and kind of had an unusual body contortion there as he went up. And Finn Delaney comes out and fouls Kuzminskis. A little bit of extra physicality as Rapovic isn't going to have it. The referee, look at Kratzer. He's like, Delgado, you got the big name, but I'm going to show you my game. And he does. He jumps up and puts it over. Leon Kratzer is, again, a very imposing figure in that low post. And somebody that I'd like to go to often. Leon Kratzer comes in at a 2.11 meters in height. That's 6 feet 11 inches. And he has got a lot of muscle. So back to a 7-point lead. Here's Delgado. Kuzminskis, you can see he's kind of the go-to man for this Pinar Karsiyaka team. If McCollum's not going to be it. Morgan's out of bounds. And Shorts picks it up with 3.8 seconds on the shot clock. So Karsiyaka wants to draw up a play here to get something good with this 3.8 seconds.
Einer unserer Artikel, ganz neu eingetroffen im Basketball-Shop. Könnt ihr gleich in der Halbzeit gerne vorbeischauen.
Kenan, Kuz play white. Angie, first Kenan. Then Jalen, Nicole. Kuz come all the way, Kenan. Directly pop from the wing. You understand, Jay? Come over there. Then early slip from the corner, first option. If not, Angie, play with contact, you must get the ball. Yeah. Okay. With pass, hey, backdoor, you will come. Hand off catch and shot. Let's go.
Ufuk Sadija calling the play, and let's see if we get some execution here. There should be a good shot, at least an open look. That's the plan. Time it's a ticking off while they end up settling for a three-pointer, and I'm sure that Sadija is going to be overjoyed with that one. I'm not sure that's what he was wanting. But the three-pointer indeed was good and cuts that deficit to just 4 points. Kratzer in the paint. Morgan has a shot deflected. That was McCollum that hit the three. And here's McCollum going to work again. Kanan Sipahi, a couple minutes into the second quarter. Karsiyaka over to Kuzminskis, and Delgado not able to rebound it over to TJ Shorts, and he gets it to Morgan, who is fouled, but that was before the shot. Herrera puts it on the deck, gets in, goes with his right hand and misses. And Dermash gets it over to Brown. Now McCollum. McCollum off 1 foot, and he cuts the deficit even more down to just 2 points. And that is enough. Bonn calling for a timeout. And if we thought that Pinar Karsiyaka had a TJ Shorts problem, well, right now this Bonn team has an Eric McCollum problem.
We are allowing him to dance. He should not be getting these shots off, okay? Should not be. You should make him go to the basket, okay? With that time running out, this is too easy. Hey. Aggressive coming. Hey. Yes. We go horns right here. Okay, KT's bringing the ball up. KT's bringing the ball up. Off the pin right here. Bum. Okay. Boom. Right here, Leon. Get it to right here. Bum. Okay, Tyson, you're here. KT over there. Okay? Hey, if you don't have it, pass back, re-screen, and play out of it again, okay? We need a little bit quicker decision-making in active cuts. Let's go. We're not going 1, 2, 3. Come on.
So Karsiyaka started this game slowly. They are picking up the pace, and Eric McCollum is leading the way. McCollum now has 7 points, and Delgado's been a lot more active inside as well. And Douglas Kuzminskas has checked out of the game, so it's Brown, Delgado, Dermash, Skylar Flatten has come into the game, and McCollum. See if Skylar can flatten the opposition, who wears number 1. There's Kratzer. And then Kratzer has a look at Flatten. Well, he's the one doing the flattening. Kratzer, he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Look at this. A little bit of anger in this throwdown. And then almost a, how dare you try to block that? Yeah, there was definitely contact. Well, in fact, Kratzer wasn't looking at Flatten. He was looking at something else. I think he was looking at somebody in the stands. So Leon Kratzer does not take advantage, however. This is the free throw, but Pinar Karsiyaka in the lane too early. So another opportunity here for big, bad Leon Kratzer. He's got 6 points. I think it's safe to say his unorthodox free throw shooting is on a line. He was able to drill that one in off the backboard and rim, and then it fell through, so he completes a 3-point play. Dermash missing from long range. McCollum tries to get it back and does indeed win possession. I know you can't be overly reliant on one player, but the way that McCollum has been playing, you'd want to get him a touch every time down the floor instead of having an early 3 go up like that last one from Dermash. Vito Brown's just checked back into the game, number 33 for Delgado. Here's McCollum. Falls down, and a bump, and a foul called on Tyson Ward. In fact, they might have called that on Kratzer. No, they do indeed call on Tyson Ward. So Bangala comes back in. Kratzer goes out, and now the turnover. Here comes Ward, and he gets a chance, and he flushes it with that left hand. Runs back down the court to play some defense. He'll be happy after that one. And just kind of opportunistically picked up the loose ball and threw it down on the break. Pinar Karsiyaka did that great work to get back in the game, but now they're fading a little bit, trailing by 7 points and in danger of going even further behind. And this is the up-tempo style of game that Sarajah didn't want to see his team get into with this Bonn outfit. They definitely like to get out and pressure and run. Shorts. Maybe he's going to move back into the limelight. Gets it back outside. Williams checks into the game. Dean Williams, number 24. Here's Williams. Goodness me, he was going for a big, ferocious dunk and missed it. And now that leads to a chance for Pinar Karsiyaka, and Brown gets in and puts it down. And Herrera, though, gets the three-pointer. So the lead goes back up to 8 points. Great control. I thought maybe he had taken off too far out, but indeed, Vito Brown was able to knock it down. Definitely no shortage of Browns in this Pinar Karsiyaka team. Hooping and scooping, and Herrera has a chance for a three-point play. And look at Shorts saying, count it. So, in fact, they're not going to count the basket. They're just going to say the foul before the shot on Skylar Flatten. Shorts gets in and draws the foul. Boy, almost impossible to stop. Yeah, he was definitely fouled from behind by McCollum. In fact, they called him Berkan Dermash. So Shorts missing with his first opportunity, and gets the second to go. He's got 11 points. Also 4 rebounds, just 1 assist. Eric McCollum brings it up, crosses midcourt. Vito Brown. Silky smooth from outside. Vito Brown. Herrera with the lob, and it was just a little too high for Dean Williams. You just don't want to turn the ball over in that situation like that. You want to get a good shot. And Herrera, I think the lob isn't there. Don't make it. Take it back outside. So just under 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Now the drive, and Brown gets in, and Vito Brown fouled as he goes up, so he will now go to the line for 2. Brown capitalizes now, just a 3-point lead for Bonn. 4:20 remaining here in this first half. Now, they got into this situation a while ago, and then I think lost their composure a little bit as Bonn were able to pull back in front. But here they are now, Bonn up by just 3 points. And now the pass batted away into the hands of Pinar Karsiyaka. Brown brings it back. Brown on the deck and forces his way up and gets it to go. It's just a 1-point deficit now for Pinar Karsiyaka. And Telekom Basket's Bonn called timeout. So let's go down to the huddle and listen in and see what adjustments they're going to make.
Die machen Catering und Verkäufer an einigen Standorten und jetzt auch bei jedem Handspiel der Telekom Basketball.
We'll switch you guys spots right here, okay? We'll go 33 fists. 33 fists right here, okay? KT, you're the foreman. You set the screen right here. Colin, you're here, okay? And we go like this. Oh, let's go from the opposite side. Colin, you're here. KT, Leon, coming up right here. Okay, with the fist, 33 fists here. 33 fists, Colin, and Runner and Sherry right here. Okay, 33 fists. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that was a good take by Brown, getting it in, getting that high percentage look. And then Vito Brown showing his ability to knock down jump shots. It's Bangala, Herrera, Shorts, Ward, and Williams on the court for Bonn. In fact, it's Morgan that's back out there now. Number 20, he's got it. He puts it up, and it is not good, but a foul has been called. Blocking foul. So Morgan was indeed fouled by Dermash. So I believe that's going to be 3 free throws. That's exactly what Eric McCollum looks like. Is it 2 or 3? Morgan makes the first. That's a very big call right there because Telekom Bonn were reeling a little bit, just trying to hold on to that lead. Morgan, meanwhile, now has been drawn. He's drawn 3 fouls. He makes all 3 free throws and pushes the lead back up to 4 points. So not a good foul from Dermash. McCollum. Oh, beautiful handoff, and Dermash goes up for the flush. That's more like it. Brown, or excuse me, Shorts. Three-pointer a little bit long. 3 minutes to go now in this first half, and a chance to pull level or take the lead. Eric McCollum. You got to keep an eye on Kuzminskas in the left corner. And here he comes. But the whistle blows, and the foul has been called. So the foul called. They could have called on Tata, but they've called it on Shorts. Well, he's been leading the charge this comeback. Eric McCollum, 7 points. Make it 8. At 29 points in their first game against Ike, and he's got one way to go if he's going to reach that tally again, but nevertheless, he's leading his team in this first half, and he has tied it at 33. Shorts down low to Kratzer. Oh, good high percentage shot, and he's fouled as well on the play. Of course, there's no guarantee for the three-point play. Judging from Kratzer's last trip to the line, but he was able to get it to drop. So Skylar Flatten called for the foul. And that was a little bit better. Now the ball goes off of Delgado. Nope, they're going to say it was off of Bonn. So Bonn with the 2-point lead. And now applying some full court pressure. Pinar Karsiyaka, you know, we were talking about the bench from Bonn. They've scored 7 points. The bench players, 13 points have been scored by Pinar Karsiyaka's bench. Of course, McCollum has come off the bench tonight. There's Brown missing. Kuzminskas with the rebound. And he goes strong to the basket and scores. So he went right at Colin Malcolm and tied the game. And coming right back and stroking it is Morgan for three-point range. Brown explodes, fouled by Shorts. So free throws here with 1:36 to go in the first half. Both teams over the limit. In fact, Shorts is lucky because they've called the foul on Tada. Looked like he had all ball, but they haven't, in fact, called it on Tada. Pinar Karsiyaka, they're right there. Every time they're close or they pull level, Bonn able to go back and make a play. And now Karsiyaka come down, drawing the foul, missed a free throw. Brown does make one of two. Shorts has it knocked out of his hands. It'll stay at this end. Ben Delaney checks back in, takes inbounds pass, hands it off to Shorts. Oh, nice little shimmy, little fake, and he gets the basket. Well, that is what you call individual skill and creativity. TJ Shorts. Nobody picks up McCollum as he drives down the lane. McCollum with 11 points, 6 assists, a couple of rebounds. Delaney, old school. Didn't look good on that, did he? Number 70. And Karsiyaka once again with a chance to pull level or take the lead. Final 20 seconds being played here in this first half. Sapahi to Delgado, back outside. Brown over to Sapahi. Well, they did well to get Sapahi to take that shot. That's who you wanted to take it, and this leads to a break. And Morgan is blocked as he goes up, but fouled. So the putback from Herrera will not count, but free throws will now be taken for Jeremy Morgan. Look at this again. There's unsportsmanlike on that one. He was swiping at the basketball. They're going to look at it anyway, so we'll listen in. Yeah, just as I suspected, it's just a normal foul and free throws. And interestingly, with 7.1 seconds remaining, still enough time for Karsiyaka to get the basketball up the floor. So Morgan gets the first to drop. He's hit some important buckets here. He's got 9 points. It's both, in fact.
7 Sekunden noch. Der Durchspiel noch einmal Defense in dieser Halbzeit. Und dann kommt der 5 Sekunden Pause machen. Auf geht's!
And you can see the words. You don't need to be a lip reader. A great lip reader anyway. He says no fouls. Sure enough, plenty of time for Brown to get down and score right at the end. So all things considered, they trailed by as many as 10 points. Pinar Karsiyaka, they actually pulled back to tie the game, but they go to halftime down a couple. It's Telekom Basketball leading it 42-40 over Pinar Karsiyaka. Bonn with 5 makes from deep, just 2 of 13 for Karsiyaka. You can see that's going to change possibly in the second half, and that'll be a problem for Bonn, who are winning the rebounding battle, 1 less assist, and also Karsiyaka have come up with 4 steals. Shorts with a game high 13. McCollum has 11. Both Brown and Kuzminskas with 7 points.
Eric, tough start for you. You trade the entire game. What makes it so difficult to play Bonn today?
You know, they just came out with energy. You know, we weren't the aggressor. Anytime you get off to the slow start, it gives them confidence. But we'll be fine. You know, they got that lead. It's a 2-point game. We'll settle down, and I think the better team will win in the second half.
Which adjustment have to find for the second half?
We just had to switch up on the defense on TJ Shorts. I decided to guard him, and we decided to be a little bit more aggressive with the hedging. And I think it took away some of his aggressivity. So just be aggressive with him, make somebody else make a play and create, because they lack creators.
Appreciate. Good luck for the second half.
Well, you heard Eric McCollum diagnosing
Leon, you were up
the problem. Here's
9-0.
Kratzer.
Perfect start. Then you kept it and weren't trailing the entire time. How important was the start?
Really important. We wanted to go out and play hard, aggressive, and I think that's what we did at the beginning.
What do you need for the second half?
We got to control our defensive rebound. They got way too many offensive boards, and also too many paint touches.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half. Good.
Well, the first quarter was all about that man right there, 0, TJ Shorts, and he's anything but a 0. He came out and scored 10 points in the opening frame, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, scoring from 3-point range, scoring some pull-ups. Also hurting Pinar Karsiyaka with his passing. Of course, Morgan, we saw how he played throughout and did very well, but McCollum has been a problem, not only with his scoring, but his ability to distribute the basketball. That's the only three-pointer that Finn Delaney has made. McCollum, meanwhile, the 34-year-old from Ohio in the United States, has really showed his experience coming out and bringing his team back. Kuzminskis had 7 points. Probably expect him to provide a little bit more. Dermash active on the glass. That was a good pass from Mendogas Kuzminskis to Angel Delgado. And then Kratzer throwing his weight around. Getting right at Delgado and scoring. But McCollum pretty much be assured that he's going to have the basketball in his hands late in the game if there's a tough shot that has to be made. And then Kratzer with the big dunk. And then the big steal, or taking advantage, Ward on the break. Vito Brown came in and did very well in that second quarter. And Dermash with his second basket as well. Brown at the free throw line, and then Kratzer getting to work down low. And Morgan again has played a very important role tonight for Bonn, but you heard the confidence from McCollum. They believe they're going to get the grips of this in the second half. With Bonn coming out and playing with a lot of energy in the first. So the top scorer, Eric McCollum, you can see he can take those difficult shots. Just needs a little bit of space. Able to get that basketball up and in. He's got 11 points on 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. Good, not just the jump shooting is good, putting it on the deck and getting to the basket. TJ Shorts with those 13 points. He's 4 of 6 from the floor. He's hit a couple of 3-pointers, and he's 3 of 4 at the line. TJ Shorts and Bonn lead it at halftime over Pinar Karsiyaka, 42-40. We'll be right back before the start of the second half.
Lots of great action around Europe tonight. We're seeing a lot of it here from Almeida! And Benfica only a point behind coming this third quarter. And Benfica are having a time of it. So is even Almeida.
Ragland's turnover here. And that is some way to finish the quarter. Good interception to start with, and then he was aware of the time as well.
Just fizzles out. Gibbs. Lovely from Gibbs.
Unlucky for Johnson. And now a chance for Legia. Lovely skill from McCallum. Oh, that's incredible. Berzins with 3, McCallum with 2.
And Karsiyaka hold on to the lead. Remember, it was last season on the opening day of the Basketball Champions League. Pinar Karsiyaka came up with a victory. Well, finds Hankins, throws it down with a bit of authority. And Zach Hankins. But look at Zach Hankins here, running the floor like a gazelle.
2 outside the arc in the early stages. No, oh, easy move. Oh, easy move. What a basket by Angola. "12 seconds of shot clock. Can they get a stop?" Eric with a big 3. Oh my God! Oh my God! This man is just done. He had it, he knew it, and he's just hit his 29th point of the game. But what a time! Now this is a mismatch. Kabaga has a mismatch. He goes inside. Beautiful by Sadiq Kabaga. Wrapped it down. But watch this. Up. Boom, boom. And slams it down. Get out of the way.
30 seconds to play. It's Smith to win it, potentially. Stevens was watching him. He couldn't get close enough.
Oh boy, Valpin, and the ball just slipped out of his hands. And then racing down and throwing it down. Look at that. Boy, what an explosive play by Graves. Right in the face of Perez.
Coach, perfect start in the game, never trailed. How happy are you with the first half?
Well, generally, coaches are not very happy, might be satisfied. I thought, like you said, our start was very good. We were very disciplined at that point, and then we allowed Eric McCallum create some paint touches. He had a couple of tough shots, got into the groove, and we definitely have to do a better job with their offensive rebound, and they had 9 in the first half. This is completely unacceptable.
You made 5 of 10 three-pointers, 50%, and Leon Kratzer is doing fine. You're finding him. Is that a good balance for the second half?
Yes, a lot of it depends on what type of tactical choices Karsiyaka is doing. They allowed TJ Short some practice shots from the three-point line. He will keep making those, and then when we get our shooters open, they also make those, and Leon is always solid as a rock, so yes, these players are playing well.
Much appreciated. Good luck for the second half.
Thank you.
Coach, you had issues finding into the game and finding your rhythm. What was so difficult in the first minutes?
First of all, difficult for us, beginning parts, especially pick and roll defense. We couldn't stop them. We made mistakes, too many. Also, we had some mistakes, some problems, defensive rebound. But then we fix it. Now game is so close. We have to focus 2 more quarters.
You trailed the entire time. Does that any kind of effect on your team?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good luck.
Well, you heard the words from both coaches talking about the first half, and Bonn quite clearly not happy with not only giving away so many offensive rebounds. 9 of the 17 rebounds have been on the offensive glass that have been pulled down by Pinar Karsiyaka, and also not happy that they allowed Eric McCollum to kind of find his way into the game, getting paint touches, they said, and really getting into the rhythm and kind of being the conductor of the orchestra. And you can see right there, he's really kind of drawing up the plays, and those guys like Kanan Sapahi would do well. I think we listen to the experienced, the words of wisdom from the 34-year-old veteran, Eric McCollum. And meanwhile, Coach Sadijan, well, you know what? They made some adjustments, and it's going to be interesting to see if this Pinar Karsiyaka team can get on top here in the second half and really put pressure on this Bonn team, because with Bonn maintaining the lead psychologically, you know, they've been relatively comfortable. So I think it's really important here at the start of this third quarter that we see a strong reaction from Pinar Karsiyaka. Well, as you finish off your, if you're having dinner right now, watching this game, or having a tea, again, just looking at some of the issues. Vito Brown with 6 rebounds, 3 of them on the offensive glass for Pinar Karsiyaka. So that is one player they need to keep an eye on. Of course, Angel Delgado has 2 of his 4 rebounds coming on the offensive glass as well. Second half action is underway here in Bonn between Telekom Basketball and Pinar Karsiyaka. Bonn starting with possession, attacking the basket to the left, wearing the white jerseys, the white shorts. Morgan feeling his way around, gets it over to Finn Delaney. And Delaney turns it over. I think it's a travel. So it's Brown, McCollum, Delgado. So both Browns, in fact, Jalen Brown and Vito Brown and Kanan Sapahi on the court for Pinar Karsiyaka. Here's Jalen Brown. Goes past Karsten Tada. The help defense arrived. Pulling up and scoring is McCollum. So much like Karsiyaka had nothing they could do really to stop TJ Shorts in the first quarter, the same issue for this Bonn team. They can't stop McCollum, but meanwhile Shorts coming back into it, draws the foul as he gets into the paint. So with the game tied, very important free throws. And TJ Shorts makes the first. And the foul was indeed on McCollum. Shorts only makes 1 of 2. So Karsiyaka now with a chance to go in front. You felt like this was about to happen at the end of the first half. Now here they are with a chance to get their noses in front, and we'll see how that impacts the game if in fact they do. And Angel Delgado had the opportunity. He missed it, but Bonn not able to get the rebound. Here's Delgado again, hands it off to McCollum. Now to Brown, Jaylen Brown. Well, he tried to strike from downtown with better hurry. He puts it up, and it is front and back of the rim, stays out, and the foul on the back called by Delgado. So here comes, bring it up the floor. TJ Shorts' team maintains the advantage. Let's see if he tries to get something again with his penetration. No, he kicks it back out. Kratz was at the high post. He wasn't going to get it. Oh, looked like Delaney was trying with a little wraparound pass. And for the second time in this quarter, Delaney has turned it over. Will this be the moment when Pinar Karsiyaka take the lead? Kanan Sipai, you got to get the ball in McCollum's hands, surely. Brown takes it down and fumbles it away. Now Morgan. Back out to Finn Delaney. Oh, and his feet were set, and it's good. And that opportunity to go in front now a little bit harder for Pinar Karsiyaka. Delaney makes his second three-pointer of the game. So 9 on the shot clock. This would be a huge stop for Bonn if they could get it and then go down and score. Pinar Karsiyaka don't want to fill that team with any more confidence, and yet they do. They allow them to get in there and come up with a steal. Ufuk Sarıca has to be a little frustrated over there on the bench. His Shorts getting in, and the putback attempt is there for Leon Kratzer. And just like that, a chance for that confidence to grow again for Bonn here against Pinar Karsiyaka. Didn't get it the first time, put it back up, and got it to drop Leon Kratzer. And now the foul called down low. Delgado well short. Just felt like all of the momentum was with Pinar Karsiyaka, and it was a matter of when, not if, that they were going to take the lead. And here they are, and a chance not only up by 6 points, but opportunity for that advantage to grow. Shorts over to Finn Delaney. Shorts and loses control. Now a 4-on-2 break, and it's Brown that goes down. Misses the shot, contested. Gets the basketball back. Karsten Tado with the foul. 3.4 seconds on the shot clock, so not ideal. Williams comes back into the game, number 24. And Brown loses the handle, gets it back. McCollum. What about Shorts? Double team comes, he turns. And Bonn breathes a sigh of relief. Harry McCollum doesn't miss many. Use the glass. There's Shorts getting in and scoring. Goodness gracious, TJ Shorts. Just such a great player, isn't he? Just so attack-minded, making his mind up. He was going for the basket, and he scores. So now timeout has been called. Let's go down to the bench.
Dribble, Baba. Against pick and roll. Why you don't use the one-time Kuz Minskas? Kuz. If you see show up, okay, if you put the ball here, perfect. If not, swing it. Maybe dribble and dump. Swing the ball. Also, share the ball. Like same shit like first half. Two flash. First, Vito, Kuz. You get the ball. Like practice. Eric.
Yes.
Jalen. Engin. Hey, you must get the ball. Clear out. Victor, clear out. You can clear out. Kuz, pick four. Eric, play it. You go inside. Pass, not.
Michael, but receive the ball.
So there's TJ Shorts driving in and scoring, and really does bring back memories of Tyrese Rice, doesn't he? Who's such a great player in this Basketball Champions League. Of course, all of us that have watched this competition from year one remember Rice for being a dazzling competitor, able to hurt you from all over the floor. And there is a lot of Tyrese Rice in shorts. So 50-42, Karsiyaka trailing against Bonn. Big possession, this time foul called on Finn Delaney. Down low it goes, and Vito Brown, or Delgado rather, not able to get it to drop. Now both players on the ground. Delgado, I think, is going to be whistled for a foul. They're scrapping away for the basketball. So indeed, Delgado called for the personal. So that's just the second foul on him. We got three, Berkat Dermash and Skylar Flatten each. And now the basket has been good from Delaney, who's really taken it to a different level. His third three-pointer of the game. There's Delgado again. This time does get into the lane and lays it up and in. What is Shorts going to do this time? He's going to pass it over to the wing, the three-pointer. Williams couldn't drop it. Pass out to Kuzminskas. And Kuzminskas tries to take what's on offer. It wasn't really there, but then he alertly reaches in and steals the ball, gets it back. That's Colin Malcolm that missed that last three-pointer for Bonn. And now it's a steal and going the other way. Herrera. Shorts. Oh, nice give and go. Count it. What a play. Great interchange between Shorts and Finn Delaney, and they have been leading the way in this third quarter. Well, Kuzminskas just nowhere to be found. And now traveling has been called on Eric McCollum. Boy, it has been a nightmare third quarter for Pinar Karsiyaka, being outscored 13-4. Tyson Ward comes back into the game. And again, you go back to the opening game comments about depth, and here is the throwdown from Ward right in the game with the alley-oop slam. What a pass. And Pinar Karsiyaka now trailing by 13 points. It was Herrera with the assist. Look at that. He throws it up to the high-flying Tyson Ward. And you know that's going to be on the highlight reel. Goodness gracious. Elevation. McCollum trying to take matters into his own hands, drives in, banks it in. We'll definitely need some more of that. And the battle for the basketball knocked away. Here comes Pinar Karsiyaka.
Number 21, second.
2:27 remaining. Vito Brown makes the first. He was fouled by Kratzer. And he makes one of two. Kratzer swoops in for the rebound. His fifth of the game. Three-pointer from Herrera. Hermash rebounds it and gives it to McCollum. Still a long way to go here. Pinar Karsiyaka, but down 10 points, 12 minutes remaining. And alley-oop pass. Oh, what a play. Vito Brown. I'm not sure if that was the intention for an alley-oop pass, but he saw the opportunity and he took it. Back to an 8-point deficit for Karsiyaka. Good passing and good job from behind McCollum, affecting that shot from TJ Shorts.
zwischen Telekom Baskets.
Schwartz gets his hands up, and they're going to call a late foul. Looks like a block underneath the basket on Bangala. So that's going to allow Thomas Akyazi a chance to go to the line and draw this team even closer. And he does indeed make the first. So Karsiyaka, as bad as they've been in this third quarter, they're still right in it. Only makes one of two. However, they've trailed by as many as 13 points in this quarter. And the handoff and the bump. And the free throw is coming for Bangala. Good pass from Tyson Ward. So Java Bangala goes to the line. He's already got a couple of points. Takes his time and makes the free throw. Every single opportunity important in a game like this. You can feel it. He only makes one of two. However, they get the rebound. So could be a huge trip down the floor for Bonn if they can score here. Finn Delaney. Bounce pass over to Shorts. Shot clock winding down. Shorts gets in, has him knocked out of his hands, and a foul called. And Shorts measures 1.75 meters in height. That's 5 feet 9 inches. And I'm fairly certain if they measured his heart, it would be abnormally big because he plays with a lot of heart out on that court. He's got 19 points. He's 5 of 7 at the free throw line. Look at that. They haven't been able to stop him. They fouled him 6 times, Pinar Karsiyaka. And this time he does get both free throws to drop. And it's back to a 10-point advantage. This Bonn crowd sitting back, absorbing what is happening. Yes, they have the home court advantage, but Pinar Karsiyaka came in here fully expecting to get a road win tonight. Ditto Brown for 3 points. Maybe that's a shot Ufuk Sarıca is looking for. So not sure what was going on here. TJ Shorts is over there. And he has to go out of the game for Herrera. So I don't know if I think he re-entered the game when he wasn't supposed to. Or unless it was, no, he was already in the game, so he must have had like some type of cut or something. And the referee's telling him he's got to go out of the game. Which isn't a disaster when you got 24 seconds left in the quarter. Give him a little bit of a blow over there at the end of the quarter. So Herrera has done a little razzle and dazzle tonight. He's got the basketball right now, number 7. Good pass over Morgan. Bangala with the offensive rebound, and he is fouled as he tries to go back up with it. I would have thought it prudent to pass it back outside, but Bangala went up, and now he is fouled by Vito Brown and will go to the line. So free throw is no good for Bangala. He takes the second and again misses. They crash the boards. Finn Delaney called for going over the back. So not a good sequence in the end, because now that's going to put Pinar Karsiyaka on the free throw line. So he takes his timeout. He misses the first. Well, it has been a tough night for Pinar Karsiyaka, shooting 10 of 16 at the free throw line, 62.5%. Now it's down to 58%. However, that makes it 11 of 18. But now Bonn have possession and plenty of time to get a shot. So Shorts checks back into the game. Crosses midcourt. Look at that. Are you kidding me? He scores right at the buzzer. Much the delight of the Bonn crowd. And just like we saw Jaylen Brown score at the end of the second quarter, Shorts has come out and returned the favor at the end of the third. Shorts keeps on pouring in the points. And his team on top here at the end of three, 62-51.
Euren Lieblingsplatz in Bonn. Das Hotel mit direkter Einlage, begeistert mit stylischen Zimmern und Suiten, dem Camea Spa, verschiedenen Restaurants.
Well, 5 more made threes for Bonn. A lot of missed free throws for Karsiyaka, and it all adds up to an 11-point advantage for Telekom Baskets Bonn.
Schön, dass ihr da seid.
Well, Shores was a real problem in the early going. He has been the third, and so has Finn Delaney, who has not only now got 9 points, all from three-point range, but you can see here with his interplay, his passing, getting that assist. And that was a play of the quarter right there. Tyson Ward flying high for the dunk. But the free throw woes have hurt Karsiyaka, and then of course you got to deal with this. So Shorts was able to go down and make that layup right at the end of the third quarter. 22 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Spectacular performance once again for TJ. Well, I think we're about ready to see how badly Pinar Karsiyaka want this, because Bonn have reasserted themselves and have the lead here as they go in search of their first victory in the Basketball Champions League this season. Vito Brown comes out, misses with the first attempt. And Pinar Karsiyaka, who won last week, trailing by 11. So it's Shorts, Tata, Morgan, Kratzer, and Finn Delaney on the court. And driving in, scoring is big Leon Kratzer, number 21. He's got a chance for a three-point play. Breaks up the gun show. Look at that. Showing us those big muscles that he's got. Kratzer, one area of his game he's got to work on is that free throw stroke. He misses that one. But nevertheless, his team up by 13. Brown, Kuzminskas, Delgado, Brown, so Vito Brown and Jalen Brown and Candace Sapai all on the court for Pinar Karsiyaka here at the start of the fourth quarter. So that is the fifth foul on Karsten Tata. He has to go out. That's when you don't want to give away those niggly fouls, those meaningless fouls. We saw one earlier in the game when he fouled at the end of the shot clock. Oh, nice spin, nice hooping and scooping from Kayan Sapai, the Turkey international. Drives in, uses the left hand, and a break for Bonn as Vito Brown not able to corral the miss. And Finn Delaney from deep. Offensive rebounds, keeping it at this end. Herrera spins, gets it back to Morgan. That's the man they want shooting the three-pointer, and it goes in. It is looking good right now for Telekom Baskets. Bonn up 14. 13 points for Morgan. He was big in the second quarter, and here he is big in the fourth. Jalen Brown drives in, nowhere to go. Leon Kratzer with the rebound. Now Morgan, and puts it up. He heard the whistle blow. This game would make for an interesting case study of how a team can lose momentum and focus, because Pinar Karsiyaka just do not look like the same team that we saw in the second quarter. Now look at Herrera drive in and make it look so easy, and he's also fouled. And this is really almost embarrassing for Pinar Karsiyaka, because they are just getting picked apart by the guards. Look at this. That was a good screen there by Kratzer, who kind of opened up the path. And the lead is 16, and now it's looking like something spectacular is going to happen if this Pinar Karsiyaka team is going to come back. Well, Sebastian Herrera has been very good tonight. Very interesting player. Completes the three-point play. It's a 17-point advantage, and a lot of work to do for Pinar Karsiyaka. They call timeout. Let's go down to the bench.
One time make show up, one time play protect. Nobody knows. All the time, stop the ball. Like last one. Show up, stop the ball all the time, okay? Also, hey. Maybe 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes. But you must make much out after the shot. Everybody. You can play aggressive, what we see, we will see. whatever. Play one side. 4-5, one side, regular. Kenan, start with back pick, who's? Hey, swing, dribble and off. Attack, pass, attack. If not, swing it. First man cut. Play one more time, double drag. Hey, who's? You will come over. If you see.
Hey guys, if you switch, I stay here for a while.
Okay, step for post up, but if you come over there, Jay. Hey, run with to get ball. One more time, clear out. Back door. Or get the ball. Let's go.
Well, Telekom Basket's Bonn just kind of running circles around Pinar Karsiyaka right now. And all sorts of missed defensive assignments. You know, Morgan can shoot the three. He was able to get out there and pop one, and the lead is ballooned to 17 points. And you really almost feel like for Karsiyaka to have a real chance, they're going to have to really turn up the defensive pressure here. Here's Brown. Extraordinarily difficult shot by Vito Brown. Tyson Ward dribbles across midcourt. Delaney back in the game. It really felt like Pinar Karsiyaka were ready to take over. Now here's Jaylen Brown on the steal and goes in for the layup. Let's see if that sparks a comeback. Good play, and he knows exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get up and make the easy one. Doesn't want to have to go to the line. But now Brown reaches in and fouls Tyson Ward. Delaney, will it be his fourth three? No, it's off the back of the iron. Now quickly, ball bounces out to Jaylen Brown, and terrific finish from Jaylen Brown. He's looking for the foul as well. It's not given. And timeout has been called. So already Bonn sensing a comeback, and they want to nip it in the bud. They call timeout. Brown has become a problem. Jaylen Brown. Let's go down to the bench.
Tyson is out.
Am I?
Yeah.
Communicate, let's go. Okay.
33 fist. 33 fist, okay? We're gonna run it like this. Seba is the cutter. Okay? Seba is the cutter, Jeremy's the shooter. 33 fist, so you're coming off right here, okay? 33 fist. Okay, ready for the short roll. If it's not there, boom, right away, attack mode out of this. Bum set, he's through already. You can have a lot of space here out of this one.
Let's go. Let's go win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Well, I think that's a good no call for the referees. I mean, there's no foul there. It's a great finish from Brown. But I think that was a very good timeout. And now it's down to Shorts to kind of reclaim the edge. He falls down, knows he can't get up because Miskis couldn't quite get it away from him. Now over wide open, and Delaney missing the three-pointer this time because Miskis hands it off to McCollum. And we could be in store for a wild finish. You can feel it right now. Eric McCollum, out it goes, three-point shot. Not there from Sabahi, but the follow is, and the foul. So Kuzminskis will go to the line for a three-point play. Well, it's been relatively quiet tonight because Kuzminskis, he's got 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting and 6 rebounds. He does not complete the three-point play. We've had an absolute abysmal showing at the free throw line. Pinar Karsiyaka tonight, shooting in the 50s, 11 of 19, almost 58%. Here goes Shorts. Oh, hands it off. Great play, and the finish was there from Telekom Baskets number 10, Colin Malcolm. Now McCollum, and was thinking there might be an unsportsmanlike. This is Shorts, and good hesitation from Malcolm, and Kuzminskis not able to go up and get the block. McCollum again peeling for an unsportsmanlike. Says go have a look at it, but here it is again. And yeah, you can understand why he's asking for the unsportsmanlike. So they are going to go have a look. No, they're not. They're not going to have a look. Well, Schwartz is fortunate that they haven't looked at that, at least. But the referee's confident that it was not, so they're close to the play. And three-point shot is good. They get ever closer. Vito Brown heating up again from downtown, back to a 10-point game. That's, in fact, his first three. And this is his basket. He's got 12 points, and now Shorts was held, grabbed by Kuzminskis, but it wasn't noticed. And the ball goes around the rim and stays out. And another chance for Bonn, who now have it under 5 minutes. Can they put this thing away? Long three. Wow. Not even close. There's Herrera missing. And the handoff, and Kuzminskis puts it up and in. Good patient play by Pinar Karsiyaka. Now pulled back to within 8 points. Kuzminskis with 12 points. Vito Brown with 12. 15 from McCollum. Jalen Brown has 11. Finn Delaney back in, and Colin Malcolm goes out. So Shorts, who was fouled by Canis Sipahi, goes to the line and makes the first. He's huffing and puffing. He's got 23 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. Triple-double is not completely out of the question, especially if they go to overtime. But he has been terrific. Even if he finished today, right now, he would have a good line. There he is, taking the basketball away from Eric McCollum. What a competitor. He might have gotten away with a foul, to be honest. Looked like he might have kind of wrapped his left arm around the right arm of McCollum, but they call turnover, ball handling turnover, or in fact it was a steal. They give the steal to Shorts, who now under 4 minutes remaining has really got an opportunity here. Look at him hesitate, and then he goes in, the ball knocked out, knocked away. He's just gonna have to grit it out. You can see he'd like to go sit down for just a minute, but they need him in the game. Kenny Sapai trying to defend. Oh, nice pass back inside the Shorts. Oh, he misses the layup. That's definitely a sign of fatigue. Vito Brown back to Sapai. He's been resting and he misses, and Morgan has it. Yeah, I would really think seriously about getting Shorts out just for a breather, just for like one possession. Delaney from deep. Oh boy, that is a nail in the coffin right there from number 70, his 4th three-pointer of the game. And that's another assist for Shorts. Quick answer from Eric McCollum. And they can't trade baskets. They're going to need a few more of those threes. There's Shorts driving in. Well, forget what I said. He found enough energy to get in there and put it up and in for another basket. 26 points. Dazzling performance yet again from Shorts. Jaylen Brown. Back outside. Vito Brown. And Delaney. Going at it. Some verbal jarring, sparring with Mendogas Kuzminskis. Under 2 minutes to go. Shorts from the baseline. Shorts has taken over the game, folks. 28 points now, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Sensational performance. Can you say player of the week? I mean, he is player of the month, perhaps, the way things are going right now. He is utterly sensational.
Play smart. Play smart. You are very experienced player. Don't do this. Play last 2 minutes. Regular. Offensively, defensively.
Wir hoffen alle sehr, dass es kein gruseliges Spiel wird. Aber am Schluss gibt es definitiv eine gruselige Party im Foyer. Halloween-Spiel der Telekom Basketball gegen Göttingen.
Come over, like flash one. Come over, like big, then contact, steal. Put the ball inside, or you can get the ball over there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. With pass, Jaylen clear out. Who's Victor? Pick for Eric. Guys, game discipline. Shot. If not, Victor, pick and pop. Cannot stay on the corner. Victor, you play pick and roll, pick and pop, shot. Swing it. Let's go.
Well, if they don't come back and win this game, they are going to, first of all, they're going to be haunted by that man right there, Shorts, who is just dominating. And secondly, they're going to wonder what happened at halftime for Pinar Karsiyaka to lose their intensity, their drive, their focus, because in that third quarter is when they really allowed Bonn to regain their own confidence and self-belief. And now it's all about Pinar Karsiyaka. Even if they don't win it, they want to try to cut back this deficit. Shorts going up, trying to come up with a steal. So the foul called on McCollum. It was McCollum that was fouled by Shorts. Now they battle for the basketball, and Shorts has it. And with the 14-point lead and no rush, Herrera is going to get it inside to Kratzer, and he's going to go up for the two-handed jam. Great look, great pass. Pinar Karsiyaka just has been on the back foot, and that play right there illustrates it more than anything. Kratzer wide open. $16 points, the difference. Because Kuzminskas with 1:06 remaining, it's all about Karsiyaka right now, just trying to cut into this deficit. And then hopefully get a better head-to-head when they meet again in Istanbul. But it's going to be a great night for Bonn, who they've had the wind in their sails in Germany. Kuzminskas with another miss from the free throw line, and nightmare effort from the line overall for Pinar Karsiyaka. You can't win a basketball game in the Basketball Champions League shooting in the 50s. And that's exactly where they are right now from the free throw line. Just 12 of 21 on the night, 57%. Morgan lost it right at the end of the shot clock. McCollum has it. Again, you want to shave as many points off the deficit as you can, because Kuzminskas gets down low, puts it up and in, and he is fouled. So Morgan with the foul puts Kuzminskas, number 19, on the stripe. Kuzminskas finally makes a free throw. He's had his troubles there. He is 3 of 6 at the line. He's got 16 points, 7 rebounds, and the 12-point advantage for Bonn. They want to make sure they get another basket here if they can. Morgan drives in, doesn't get the drop. Kratzer crashes the rebound, crashes the board. They got to hurry, Pinar Karsiyaka. They want to get another bucket if they can. Well, Vito Brown puts it up from half court. I think he probably had a little bit more time than he realized. And what a night it is for Telekom Baskets Bonn. And now the teens. A little bit of afters here, verbal sparring, a little bit of trash talking at the end of the game. We don't like to see that. Might have been Tyson Ward and also Angel Delgado. Could be a slight misunderstanding. But the final score, Telekom Baskets Bonn win it 83-71 over Pinar Karsiyaka. That leaves both teams with 1-1 records. Well, a great night for Telekom Baskets Bonn. They come out and established themselves early on. They set the tone. They let this Pinar Karsiyaka team know they were going to be tough to beat. And even though they wobbled late in the first half, they came out strong and got the win. You can see Bonn 9 of 23 from deep, so that's 5 more threes. And while they shot 70% at the free throw line, it was just 59% as a team for Pinar Karsiyaka. Bonn did, improved on the rebounding in the second half, winning that battle, and then Shorts ended up outscoring McCollum 28-18. Just an overall, it was TJ Shorts' night. I mean, he just was incredible, especially in that fourth quarter when he was clearly tired. Was able to come out and deliver here on the hardwood.
How frustrated are you after this game where you trailed the entire time?
I mean, it's really frustrating. We know it's a good team, but we felt like we had a great chance of winning this game. We just had a lot of lapses defensively, a lot of turnovers, and that cost us the game.
It looked like you never found a rhythm in offense. What was the reason for that?
Say it one more time.
It looked like you never found a rhythm, your shooting touch on offense. What was the reason for that?
I mean, that's what I'm here for. It's nothing new. My first game against AEK wasn't great, but my team needed me to bounce back, and obviously it wasn't enough, so we got to regroup and be ready for the next one.
What can you take from this game? What is positive?
The positive is that it's competition everywhere. This is why we play the game. We love this competition, and we'll see him again back in Karsiyaka.
Maybe one word to Bonn. They played a good game.
They played a great game, hell of a game, and they played physical. They capitalized on our mistakes, and we got to regroup for next time.
Appreciate. Good travel back.
Thank you.
Well, I thought those were really gracious, considerate remarks from Vito Brown, applauding Bonn and also admitting that, they had expected better, they expect much better, but also celebrating the fact that, well, you know what, in this competition, you got to get ready to play wherever you go because the competition is going to be good.
TJ, congratulations to the win. How important was it?
First of all, honor and glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But it was very important. We wanted to bounce back. We lost a tough one last week to Reggio, and we knew how important this game was for us to get our momentum in a BCL, and this was a huge one for us.
Right from the start, you were the better team. You never trailed. What kind of self-confidence took it to have the lead right from the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, it starts in our practices. We practice hard every single day for moments like this, and we wanted to put our imprints on the game right away, and that's what we did in the first quarter. We set the tone, and we carried the game throughout the 40 minutes.
28 point, almost a triple-double for you. Why were you so good today?
I mean, credit to my teammates, credit to my coaches. They're putting me in great spots. They're helping me be successful. I'm confident in myself. I put a lot of work in the summer, and I'm just happy we got the W.
Was Leon Kratzer kind of X-factor today because he was very dominant in the paint and was good in the pick and roll?
Yeah, he was huge. I mean, we know he's a big body, and when he comes in the game, he creates a lot of havoc on the offensive rebounds, on the short rolls, on the defensive rebounds, and he was huge for us today.
After your first BCL game, your coach said we can build on that game. Was he right?
He's definitely right, and we're going to build on this game as well. We're nowhere where we want to be. We're not satisfied. We're not happy. We want to continue to grow as a team, and we'll get ready for the next one.
Are you going to celebrate this win a little bit?
Definitely. I mean, we'll be happy for the night. We'll be happy for today. But when we come back into work the next day, we got to change our focus and get ready for the next game.
Thank you for your time. Just for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, great words as well from TJ Shorts, who was sensational tonight. So you see, after this game, it's Bonn and Pinar Karsiyaka, both 1-1. Reggio, Emilia, and Ike are currently trading blows. And, well, that'll be interesting to see how that one turns out. In fact, I'll check for you real quick, and it is indeed Ike rolling, apparently, to a big win, up 19 points early in the fourth quarter. So we could end up having 4 1-on-1 teams in the next 10 minutes. Well, Pinar Karsiyaka coming out and looking to come out strong, but in fact it was Bonn that came out strong in the second half and really gave themselves a great chance to win the game, outscoring Karsiyaka 20-11. Some defensive lapses combined with some good shooting, and overall just a really solid performance from TJ Shorts, Finn Delaney, Tyson Ward, Sebastian Herrera there with that pass. Morgan was big. Jeremy Morgan hit 13 points. Mindaugas Kuzminskas, one of the big names in this competition. He came out tonight, had 16 points, but he knows he can play better. Missing 3 of his 6 free throws. Although I guess at the end of the day, it's not a disaster, but he doesn't want to be shooting 50% at the free throw line, not when you're trailing and trying to come back. Big Leon Kratzer with 15 points, 6 rebounds. Kanan Sabahi got it going a little bit too late. Finishing, that was in fact his only 2 points of the game. Jaylen Brown with this steal, giving his team a little bit of hope late, and then he came back right after that and scored on a break. He was hoping he was going to get a foul in this call, but it wasn't. You know, there was definite contact, but I think the refs made the right no call on that one. And then getting in, it was Shorts penetrating and getting it to Malcolm. Vito Brown knows his team needs him. They need his scoring. They need his shooting. He was able to provide some of it, just not enough. 4 of 11 from the floor. He was 3 of 6 inside the arc, but just 1 of 5 from deep. And then Kratzer getting 2 of his 15 points tonight. So all happy here in Bonn for the home fans as they head home. Their team wins a big game against a big-name opponent, Pinar Karsiyaka. Both teams 1-1 in the Basketball Champions League. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Eintracht wird auch